The world's greatest comic magazine, The Fantastic Four. How much action, how much drama do you crave? Be on hand when the Submariner strikes. At last we meet again, but this time on my terms. Undersea Monarch versus America's greatest superheroes, plus the surprise return of another former villain. Once again, the Fantastic Four face the threat of Submariner and the merciless Puppet Master. Script: Stan Lee. Art: Jack Kirby. Inking: Dick Ayers. Lettering: Art Simek. Part 1. Having defeated the Red Ghost on the moon last issue, the world's most popular superhero team heads for home and new adventure. Move, Butterfingers. I'll take over the controls now. It's almost time to land this crate. I'm grabbing 40 winks. Wake me when we've landed. Okay, partner. But the way I designed this bird, she can practically land by herself. We just received radio landing clearance. Wonder if we'll receive much of an ovation when we land, Reed. As the first Earthmen to return from a round trip to the moon? You can bet on it, lady. All air traffic halted within 1,000-mile perimeter. Fantastic Four. Land at will. Here they come. They made it. They really made it. As the mighty moonship prepares to land, excitement reaches a fever pitch all over the Earth, and especially in the free world. At New York's gigantic Idlewild Airport, all eyes scan the blue sky above, until finally... There's the ship, Charlie! Roll 'em! Got her! Clear as a bell! Look at her gliding in! Smooth as silk! Hard to believe she's the brainchild of only one man. But I guess when that man is Reed Richards, it could be. Just think. This scene is being transmitted by Telestar to every part of the globe. It's them, all right. See the number 4 on the tail? Emergency vehicle, stand by. Roll that truck over here. Move. Good work, Thing. It's a perfect landing. Well, what did you expect? It's my job, ain't it? And then, as the great ship finally comes to rest, look at that turnout. We'll be mobbed. First guy who asks me to make a speech gets a fat lip. You can't blame people for being excited, Ben. Oh, what a mob. Maybe if I flame off, I can lose myself in the crowd. Sure. With a million cameras on you and wearing that bright blue getup, you're gonna lose yourself. What do you use for a brain squirt? Look! There he is! It's Mr. Fantastic! Sarge! Help! I can't hold these nutty females back! Mr. Fantastic Fan Club. Clayville chapter. I'd die for a lock of his hair. Now girls, take it easy. Let's not lose our dignity. That voice, those eyes, those shoulders. He's too much. He's ours. We saw him first. 2 rival fan clubs fighting over Mr. Fantastic. What a shot. Meanwhile, at every big event, there is always someone who tries to cash in on the publicity. And my fearless wrestler, the Golden Angel, challenges the Thing to meet him in a fight to the finish. Did you get all that, boys? Of all the crummy cornballs. So you're the Golden Angel, huh? Well, I ain't gonna wrestle you. And you know why? 'Cause you're so big and tough that I'm shaking in my itty-bitty boots. That's why. Sue Storm, too, has her problems. But you can't turn down a chance like this. A lifetime Hollywood contract? Don't listen to him. I'm prepared to pay you a fortune to endorse our deodorant on TV. Where did she go? She must have turned invisible. Some people just have no gratitude. At that moment, high over the airport, a strange, warm air funnel suddenly appears, hovering over Sue, Reed, and the Thing. Only one way to get my little partners away from that mob. I've been waiting for a chance to try this little gimmick. The whirling warm air forms a suction and a vacuum. And then... Reed! Ben! What's happening? We're being drawn up into this warm air funnel by the torch. And just in time, too. Ah, I didn't even get a chance to clobber anybody back there in the mob. Hi, group. I thought you'd never get here. After catching their breath, the colorful foursome heads for their skyscraper suite via their private rooftop elevator. I don't know whether I ought to thank you or pace you one, hothead. Why don't you go get a job as a food tester in a poison factory? Finally, upon reaching their inner sanctum, this is the life. Wake me up at Christmas. Next Christmas. I think I'd better do a little house cleaning. Just so long as you do it silently. But a few hours later, after a good rest, things are back to normal again with the Fantastic Four. There. That finishes my scientific report to NASA about our new rocket fuel. Now I'll find Sue and ask her to type it up so that we can dispatch it to Washington via special courier. There she is, operating my new experimental roving eye TV apparatus. She's got it focused on the bottom of the sea. So there you are, Sue. I've been looking for you. Oh, Reed, you startled me. She blanked it out in alarm. And I'm sure I know why. You're still thinking about the Submariner, aren't you, Sue? No, don't answer. There's no need to. Sometimes I wish you could find him again, so we could settle things between us, once and for all. And then, after giving Sue the report to type, strange how nobody is ever really master of his own fate. I've always thought of myself as being able to accomplish almost anything. With my scientific talent and my super flexible body, it seemed that nothing could ever defeat me. Nothing could outsmart me. No problem could long remain unsolved when I put my mind to it. No obstacle could stop me if I didn't wish to be stopped. Perhaps I allowed myself to get too overconfident, too convinced of my own ability to accomplish anything I set my mind to. For now, though the world knows me as the invincible Mr. Fantastic, I am unable to win my most cherished goal. I am unable to completely conquer the heart of the girl I love. And in the next room, another heart is heavy too. I might as well adjust the roving eye viewer to total recall. The oceans are too vast, too deep, too endless. Submariner could be anywhere. Thus, at an electronic signal, triggered thousands of miles away, Rover begins to rise from the ocean depths and head back to New York, another marvel created by the brilliant scientific brain of Reed Richards. But to Sue Storm, it is just a means to locate the monarch of the sea, a means which failed. But in a seedy little sanatorium outside of town, a scene takes place, which will have far-reaching consequences for our fantastic cast of characters. No need for you to stay here any longer. You're cured. I know that. I was cured months ago. I have been staying here to let the world forget me. But you would not understand. After leaving the rest home, the strange little man wanders through town, thinking, muttering to himself, and whittling absent-mindedly. The fools thought that fall had killed me months ago, but how wrong they were. Now it is time for me to come out of hiding, to plan a fitting revenge on the accursed Fantastic Four. But I shall not risk my own neck. I shall get a scapegoat to do the job for me. But whom shall I use? Perhaps some old enemy from their own past. Perhaps the Mole Man, or one of the alien Skrulls. No. The foursome beat them once, and they might do it again. Dr. Doom fought them to a standstill, but it is said he has vanished from the earth. Wait. I have it! The ideal tool for my master hands. The mighty Submariner. It is he who shall do the bidding of the Puppet Master. At that moment, many fathoms beneath the sea which is his kingdom, the almost legendary Submariner, still searching for some traces of his vanished people, finds a startling clue. At last, I've found what I've been seeking. A shifting undersea fault has revealed these traces of artificial shelters. This is definite proof that my people have been here within the last decade. I must follow the trail. No matter how long it takes, I must find my race. I must claim my royal heritage. But suddenly, as though struck a violent blow by an unseen hand, the mighty Prince Namor comes to an abrupt halt, as a powerful occult force takes control of his mind and body. Cannot go on. Like a man in a trance, he returns to his hidden headquarters, looking neither left nor right. Must return. Must perform a mission. Cannot disobey. The Puppet Master commands it. Flinging apart a pair of heavy drapes, the Submariner faces the strangest form of undersea life known to man. The wondrous Mento fish, which can sense human thoughts and transmit them to any point on Earth through mental electro waves. Facing the awesome creature, the only fish of its type in the world, Namor thinks but one thought, over and over again. Sue, this is Submariner. Meet me. Meet me. Meet me. And, like an insistent voice whispering in her ear, Sue hears, Submariner. Meet me. Meet me. Meet me. It's him. It's Namor. At last. I've got to go to him. He needs me. But I mustn't let the others see me. They'll make a war party of it if they know where I'm going. And I must go alone. It's my one chance to learn if I really do care for Submariner. Following the silent instructions whispered in her brain, Sue finally finds herself at a deserted pier on New York's Lower East Side. I'll remain invisible until I can make certain it isn't a trick or a trap. No, it can't be a trap. It's him. I know him anywhere. Namor, I've come. Why don't you speak? Why don't you say something? Wordlessly, the sea monarch suddenly moves aside to reveal a fluttering hypnofish behind him, with its single hypnotic eye focused upon Sue. She is under your spell. Now do as I have instructed. At Namor's command, the amazing creature forms a huge air bubble around the docile figure of Sue Storm. And then, into the sea with her. She will be able to breathe normally until we reach my domain, there to await the further orders of the Puppet Master. And so, having blindly followed her heart, the Invisible Girl has unwittingly set the stage for one of the Fantastic Four's most dangerous adventures. as a grinning figure gloats over the success of his vengeful plan. And now, it is time for step 2. Back in his hideout, the puppet master dons a lead-lined suit, and, as long as this radioactive clay holds out, I am complete master of any living creature whose form I mold into a puppet. Then, after the clay has been treated and coated with a thin film of lead paint, my revenge will be much sweeter if I do not manipulate the Fantastic Four. Instead, I shall leave them their free will, while the Submariner, under my control, defeats them. And back at their skyscraper headquarters, the Fantastic Four are still unaware of the dire danger which awaits them. Hey! How much longer do I have to hold this blamed thing? It feels like it weighs 10 tons. It does. That's the idea. I'm trying to test once and for all exactly what the limits of your strength are. Well, tell that blazing brat to stop playing hide and seek around me, or I'll shove this oversized toothpick down his throat. I'm just trying to see what... Hey! Look! Look who's there! It's the Submariner! Out of my way! I'm way ahead of you, pal. He's mine. Hey! What gives? I went right through him. Yeah? Well, I won't. Here, fish face. Here's a little 10-ton greeting for you. Holy Hannah. Are we up against a ghost or something? Easy, Ben. There's more to this than meets the eye. That isn't Submariner at all. It's just a mental projection of him. Remember? That's one of his powers, through the use of an undersea image transmitter. And I have come to tell you that the invisible girl is my prisoner. Hearing Prince Namor's startling words, the Human Torch streaks from chamber to chamber, until... He must be right. She's gone. And now, as my image fades away, I fling this challenge at you. I defy all of you to invade my undersea realm and attempt to rescue Sue Storm. For if you do, I shall destroy you all. He's gone, and we're going after him. We'll rip up half the ocean floor if we have to, but we won't return without Sue. Now let's move. Meanwhile, in a small Navy surplus one-man sub, I have done it! I have assembled my little cast of characters. And now the stage is set. The curtain is up. So let the action begin. And though not one of the actors realizes the puppet master is directing behind the scenes, I shall witness the final destruction of my arch enemies at the hands of my powerful pawn, Submariner. And back in New York, we know how dangerous Namor is. So just on the chance that we don't return from this mission, we'd better leave the key to our secret files with the police commissioner. Are you kidding? What chance does that animated sardine have against us? Reed's right, playmate. We owe it to the police. Well, while you campfire boys do your good deed, I'm gonna say goodbye to Alicia. I don't want her worrying about where I am. We'll meet at our private pier in 30 minutes. Minutes later, at a midtown parking lot. Oh, for goodness sakes. Hold on there, fella. This parking lot is only for automobiles. You can't park that thing here. Where have you been, Mac? Didn't you ever see a car with wings before? Well, there's nothing in the rules about flying cars. Just to play safe, I'll have to charge you double rates. There's the dough, Smiley. Now go split it with your partner, Jesse James. Then, at Alicia's apartment studio. Oh, Ben, I'm frightened. The Submariner is so powerful. so unpredictable. And you'll be facing him where he's strongest, in his own domain. Well, Reed, Johnny, and yours truly ain't exactly babes in arms. Oh, but Ben, if anything were to happen to you, I don't know what I'd do. You mean so much to me, and I'd be alone, with no one to look after me. I was a meathead to come here. I can't stand to see a gal cry. Okay, baby. You got it. I'll take you with us. Whatever happens, we'll be together. And so... Just a minute, you. That's my job. I'll back that contraption out for you. In a pig's eye, you will. Nobody handles that little job but me. Besides, you're wasting time. You ought to be out looking for other suckers who you can overcharge. Here, laughing boy. To make sure I don't scrape anybody's fender when I jet out of here, I'll just move these other heaps safely out of the way. Don't! How will I explain to their owners? Cut it out! Ah, have a heart, will ya? That'll teach the old pirate not to charge double for my fantastic car. I'm almost sorry I didn't leave those jalopies piled up there, instead of putting them back again after he got the message. Oh, Ben, dear, if only you could learn to control your temper. Not a chance, honey. I got a rep to live up to. Can't disappoint my pants in public. And exactly 30 minutes later, Admiral Sawyer was very cooperative, Ben. He lent us this experimental bath escape with no questions asked. Welcome aboard, Alicia. We had a hunch Ben would be bringing you. For the love of Pete, I was all set for a knockdown argument about why I can't take her with me. Now all the speeches I prepared are wasted. Then, after reaching one of the deepest ocean areas... Hey, Big Brain, how do you know what part of this puddle you're gonna find the Submariner in? I don't. We'll have to take potluck. But I suspect he inhabits the very deepest regions, such as this area. Be on guard, all of you. Submariner is probably observing our every move through one of his countless undersea devices. Yeah? Well, I'm shivering in my little pink booties. Let him observe all he wants to. When we find him, we'll mop up the ocean floor with him. Suddenly, as if by some silent command, the entire sea begins to grow hostile to the tiny bath escape. Look out! We're being attacked by huge shooting quills from some sort of giant undersea porcupine. Those barbs can't hurt us. But this is only the beginning. Hang on! Something's caused an underwater tornado. If it keeps up much longer, this tub will shake itself apart. Open the escape hatch, Reed. I can help with my flame. Don't let him do it, Reed. Come back, hothead. You'll drown out there. Torch! Wait! Flame on! Don't worry, thing. By making my flame white hot, I can temporarily turn the water to steam, dispelling the spinning currents while my flame lasts. There. I did it. The tornado stopped whirling, but it dissipated too much of my flame. I'm cooling off. Can't hold my breath much longer. Water pressure beginning to crush me. Well, at least I saved the others. Now, they've got to find Sue. Got to. But suddenly, a strong, supple arm reaches out, and skillful, sure fingers find their objective. Got him! Now if I can just pull him into the escape hatch before my lungs burst from lack of oxygen. Dragging the helpless lad towards him, inch by inch, second by second, the duo finally reach the safety of the bath escape's interior again. You'll be okay after a little rest. Sure, unless Submariner has any other cute tricks to spring on us. Little does the thing realize how prophetic his words are. For at that very moment, they've escaped my first two traps. But now the battle begins in earnest. That's it, my unsuspecting victims. Closer. Come just a little closer. Ha! Little did they suspect what seemed like a rocky ledge was really the open shell of a giant scavenger clam. And then, if you wonder how you got here, the giant clam which trapped you gives off chloroform vapors, which put its victim to sleep. But now you are awake, and you are my prisoners. Don't bet on it, Namor. Only time will tell whether you've captured us, or whether we've finally succeeded in tracking you down. Pah! Your false bravado does not impress me. And now, let me show you my prisoner, the one you foolishly came to rescue. There. I have but to draw the curtain to reveal your precious Sue Storm, inside an air-filled globule in my trophy tank, guarded by the mightiest octopus of the seven seas. Look at it, trying to crush the globule. If that glass globe ever breaks. Easy, Johnny. There's something strange about Submariner. In his own inhuman way, he loves Sue. He'd never put her in jeopardy like that. Let's get him! I'll battle you one by one, as in the custom of my people. Who shall be the first? Me, you flat-headed creep! That's my sister in there! Flame on! Prepare yourself for a surprise, Torch. There is an undersea creature which lives in a cold, icy cave. To keep alive, it actually devours any kind of heat. And this is it. The living weapon with which I shall defeat your flaming power once and for all. A ravenous, unthinking flame eater. It's working. He is absorbing the heat from your body as a sponge absorbs water. Getting weak. All the flame. All the strength. Draining away from me. Can't stay aloft. Look at yourself, Torch. Behold the fabulous, fabled hero of millions. But my flame eater has had enough. He can absorb no more. He has done his task well. All that remains is for me to finish the job. With my bare hands. Well, what are you waiting for? I never learned how to say uncle. Oh no you don't, fish face! That brave little kid is worth a dozen double-crossers like you. This was supposed to be a hand-to-hand fight. If you can bring in those creepy sea creatures of yours, then the Torch can use a little help too. And brother, he's gonna get it. You will find that Prince Namor is not a puny surface man who cringes at the sound of the Thing's voice. Holy Hannah, you're as slippery as an eel. Come back here and fight, you weasel. I'll fight you. Never fear. But, you ugly blundering oaf, we shall fight my way, on my terms. Here, let me toss you a little present. Ow! It's razor sharp. So, my dagger needle coral is not to your liking. Well then, perhaps this bit of deep-sea fungus will suit you better. Come down and fight, you crumb. You'll probably be throwing spitballs next. Oh, but I neglected to mention one thing. You will find that piece of fungus more dangerous than you suspected. You see, it spreads out on contact with any living thing, engulfing whatever it touches, as it grows harder and harder. There, you lumbering clod. I have beaten you. I have trapped you in a living prison. A prison from which there is no escape. That's it, Thing. Struggle helplessly. writhe, and bend, and flex your now useless muscles. In another second, even that activity will be impossible for you. Sonny, did anyone ever tell you you got a big mouth? Good work, partner. We're beginning to shake his confidence. Now I'll finish him off while you look after Sue. I hear you talking, Big Daddy. You wait there, Alicia, baby, and I'll bring you back some octopus pie. You managed to fight the others to a standstill by resorting to powers other than your own. But now, I won't give you the chance to summon other help. It's just you and me, Namor. My power against yours. The others make the most noise, but I always felt that you were the most coldly dangerous of all. But you shall see that the Submariner is still your master. You bragged of a living prison for the Thing. How do you feel being trapped in a living cell, where the bars are composed of my elongated arms? You can't maintain this pressure forever. You'll have to release the tension sooner or later. And when you do... Meanwhile... Don't worry, Sue Gal. I know you can't hear me in there, but I'm coming to set you free. Just hold on a little longer. First thing I gotta do is get rid of that giant octopus. Well, it ain't Saturday night, but a little bath never hurt anybody. Look at the size of this gaping glob. If I saw him in a comic mag, I wouldn't believe it. Score 1 for our side. He turned away from trying to shatter that globe, and he's coming after me. I'll just grab a hold of these tentacles before he knows what's happening. His brain is so small that I'll swing him out of here before he could think of trying to break my hold. Okay, Cuddles, hang on. You're going for a little ride. Then, as the monstrous, unthinking creature goes skimming towards the top of Namor's enormous domed headquarters, the Thing rushes to Sue Storm. Hold your breath, Sue. I'll have you out of here in 2 seconds. Brave kid. Not a whimper out of her. First time I ever saw a female who could keep her mouth shut so long. But as the triumphant Thing carries Sue to safety, another pair of eyes are focused on the tense scene. The Fantastic Four are more powerful than I thought. This was not the way I planned it. Even in his own undersea lair, the accursed foursome may succeed in defeating the Submariner. No longer can I let things take their natural course. Now I myself must take a hand. It is time for me to destroy them all. Now that the girl is free, Mr. Fantastic has released Namor. But the Submariner has not really tried to kill them, only to defeat them. I must change that. I must make him destroy the Fantastic Four. Forever. So long as you are my puppet, you must do my bidding. You must slay the real Fantastic Four, just as I have toppled their puppet images. Namor, let's stop this useless struggle. Why must we always battle each other? What has made you turn against us? Turn against Sue? Stay back. The time for words is long past. I must put an end to you now. To all of you. I have no other choice. Although I cannot see, I sense another presence here. I sense a mental power, a sinister control, like the power of my stepfather, the Puppet Master. The Puppet Master? That would explain it. But it can't be. He's dead. Or is he? This plant is my ultimate weapon. It releases a gas which no living creature can withstand, and these fumes shall now destroy you all. Release the fumes. I command you. You must obey me. I must obey. I must kill them all. They are my enemies. It is their lives or mine. And yet, Sue is among them. But I have no choice. Yet, why must they perish? Why can I not stay my hand? Stay behind me, all of you. Whatever's coming, I'll take it first. I ain't so easy to kill, and it'll give you time to erase that slimy wethead once and for all. That's it, Thing. Keep his attention on you while I take a few preventative measures. No, I can't. I won't. I can't murder the... What? What happened? I didn't mean to activate the fumes. How were they released? What is controlling me? But you're still standing. It's impossible. Nothing can survive those lethal fumes. Not even you. Did you think I would be unprepared for such a deadly threat? I placed these Flexogen packets on all our faces before you struck. And now, Namor, for the final reckoning. You're too powerful, too unpredictable to be allowed to menace mankind any longer. One side, Sue. We got us some mopping up to do. I want him first. Just him and me, with no creepy fish helping him. Wait! All of you! Stop! You mustn't! Listen to me. He doesn't know what he's doing. He isn't to blame for what's happened. Alicia was right. Namor is under some sort of spell. Under some evil influence. I know it. Stand aside. They do not frighten the Submariner. But at that fateful moment, the giant octopus, which had been hurled to the top of Namor's dome by the rampaging Thing, shatters the thick plexiglass shell in an awesome display of almost limitless strength. And then, free once more to ravage the ocean depths, the mighty creature, in its uncontrollable rage, seeks a new victim to attack. Up ahead, something wavering. Tentacles reaching towards me. Oh no. No! It's the beast! The giant octopus! It sees me! It's coming toward the sub! Too late to change course. Only one chance. I've gotta control it. I've only seconds in which to make a puppet of the deadly brute. He's coming closer. But he won't get me. I'll have him under my control before he can touch the ship. No one can defeat the Puppet Master, as long as I have my radioactive clay. But in his frantic haste, the Puppet Master overlooks one little detail. A detail which means the difference between victory or disaster for him. For the sinister sculptor forgot that you cannot control the mind of a creature which is almost mindless. And so... No! Stay back! Back! I command you! It's no use. He doesn't obey. He's trying to crush the sub. And at that same split second, Submariner suddenly recoils, as though his brain has received a violent shock. Oh! My head. The pressure. It's gone. Look! Something's happened to Namor. No time for that now. The water is rushing in through that gaping hole above. Hey! The torch fixed it. He welded it together again with his flame. So you finally pulled your own weight around here. Hey, sonny boy. Aw, knock it off, Thing. You know that if I had my own fan club, you'd be the first one to volunteer to be president. What's been happening here? How dare you invade the sanctum of Prince Namor, uninvited? Explain yourselves. I'll be blankety blanked. He's either the world's best actor, or else he really was under some kind of spell. Sue, have you come to me at last? To share my undersea domain? No, Namor. Much as you fascinate me, my loyalties are still with Reed. As for my heart, Perhaps one day it will be able to make a final choice. But not yet. Enough of this. A prince does not beg. As for me, I have a mission yet to complete. I still must find my vanished people. Sooner or later, I shall locate them. I shall find the lost race of submariners. And then we shall see to whom this planet rightly belongs. Do you hear me? We shall see. Now return to the surface. You have no further business here. Take the girl, Reed Richards. Take her, and hold her if you can. But heed my words. Never shall she forget Prince Namor. I'll go get our bath escape before that cornball starts reciting Hamlet. Goodbye, Namor. I pray that someday you will lose the bitterness from your heart, and that you might become our friend. Friend? That is too mild a word for the submariner. Farewell. For now. Yeesh. All we need now is a brass band. I wonder if it really was the puppet master who was controlling Namor. Let us hope not, for if he still lives, then none of us are safe. You'll always be safe, baby, as long as I'm around. Strange. I cannot remember what brought them here, and yet I feel as though a terrible weight has been lifted from me. And so, the Fantastic Four leave the undersea realm of Prince Namor, the Submariner, as they head for one of the most bizarre adventures of all time. But that's a tale for next issue.